Hi, this is Pastor Mantsha. I pastor the Church of Jesus Christ in Midrand. Thank you for choosing to join us today on this sermon. The reason why we decided to share our sermons with the world is because the same life-changing sermons that we hear, that speak into our lives, that have changed us, that have moved us closer to God, are the ones that we want to bring into the world, so that your life can change, so that you can be ministered to, and so that those who are in your life can also be partakers in this great work that is changing our lives. As you are watching this sermon, we pray that your life may be ministered to, that God may speak into your life, that as you go through the journey of life, you may remember that there's a God who cares for you and who always has a word to speak into your life. Thank you for joining us. Amen. That changed my life is because one decision takes about 5 minutes. So if there are 3, it will take us about 15 minutes. And ideally, even if you're tired, you can speak to your brain and say, for the next 15 minutes, let's listen to this lady. 15 minutes is not that much anyway. So if you cooperate with me, you go girl, preach it girl, then I'll really finish it like 14 minutes. But if you just look at me like you're surprised, maybe I'll drag it for 30 minutes because when I feel like you don't understand, then I'm under pressure to explain further. Everyone listen to a bad sermon. So when a person is preaching a bad sermon, actually when you look bored, they preach for longer. The reason why they preach for longer is because they are trying to capture your attention. What they don't understand is that the more they preach is the more they lose. So if you look lost, I will also try to work harder to capture your attention. So the 3 decisions that changed my life. Number 1 is the decision to excel. So I went to primary school in Seshego. A lot of people think Seshego is popular because of Julius Malema. But I personally am older than Julius, and Seshego was there long before he was born. So there was Seshego. Those who know it will say Seshego. So I grew up in Seshego. I went to primary school. In primary school, I never really cared much about my academic results. We went to school, we passed. My parents never really cared. As long as I was moving from one grade to the next. I mean, at that time, no grade, never had standard. It was a very long time ago. I'm 40 years old. When I arrived at high school, Maria High School, it was a Catholic high school, a girls-only school. I think my parents did that intentionally because my father was really against this thing of you standing with guys or speaking with guys or whatever, and he figured the best way was to send me to a girls' school. So when I arrived in Maria, the teacher did something very strange. The teacher asked everyone who was number 1, raise up your hand, and half of the class raised their hand. Then the teacher said number 2, the rest of the people raised. Up to number 4, almost everybody had raised their hand. And I had not raised my hand. I had gotten position 17 instead of 5. So by the time I arrived in standard 6, I realized that everyone that I was in class with was either position 1, position 2, position 3, and position 4. So if I was position 17 from the school that I came from, technically what it meant is if I continued doing things the way I had always been doing them, I was going to be number Msela in this class. I was going to be the last one in this class. So right there and then, and I went to high school very early, I was 11 years old. Right then as an 11-year-old child, I took a decision that, you know what, I already know that I'm not the most intelligent person in this class. I already know that these kids, they have a higher aptitude than me. So what I am going to do, that maybe not all of them are going to do, is there is no one in this class who will prepare more than me. So by the time we arrived, it doesn't matter whether it was a biology class or a maths class, by the time we got there, if the teacher was asking a question, I knew the answer because I read ahead of the class. So by the time the teacher came, he was very surprised. How does Pheeha know these answers? You know, even when I raised my hand, I was very thin and much thinner than I am now. I was like reed type of thin. And I would raise my hand very, very high, and the teacher would say, anybody else other than Pheeha who can give us the answer? So right there and then, I realized that intelligence is not something that you are born with. Intelligence is something that you can acquire. Intelligence is something that you can teach yourself. When we were growing up, people had convinced us that there are other people who had the natural ability to be intelligent. But what I learned at that point as an 11-year-old child was that I could actually study to the point that I can compete with children that are considered genius level. So from then on, the teachers used to ask, you know, there's some Pheeha child in standard 6A. Again, you know, at that time, if you were intelligent, they put you in the A class. So I was not there because genetically I was designed to be there. I was there because I read the situation and realized that other children who are here have the natural aptitude and ability to do well, something which I don't have. extra, something that they were not doing. Many of us live our lives as if only our natural abilities and our natural skills are all we have at our disposal. We don't recognize the fact that we live in a world and in an environment where any additional skills and ability that you need, you can acquire, you can buy, you can study, the resources are available to us, but most of us spend our lives doing a lot of unproductive things. I don't know if you've ever watched Nigerian movies, Afmek. So if you watch a movie, an Afmek movie, they can say, Olama goes to the river, part 1, 3 hours. Olama comes back from the river, part 2, another 3 hours. By the time you are done watching all these movies, 8 hours of your time is gone, and you are surprised why at work you have not been promoted. Because another person is sitting at home studying further, another person is sitting at home researching about what's happening in the health sector, another person is sitting at home applying for jobs where they say if you don't know anyone, they won't hire you. But that person, instead of sitting at home and watching from Rhythm City up to the Queen, by the time everything on TV is finished, you can't even wash the dishes. That's how tired you are. You just want to go and sleep. But all you do is just spend 6 hours of your time watching people honing their craft and working on their skill while you were sitting on the couch. And then we want to say what? It's because we are not connected. It's because we don't attend the branch meetings. It's because we are in the wrong political parties. It's because we are not sleeping with the right people. No. Actually, the challenge is the way that we are spending our time is not conducive to excellence. The way that we spend our time, we are not growing. Every year, actually, instead of growing and becoming a better person, you are actually going backwards. You were smarter 2 years ago than you are now because you've been watching Muvango. Next thing they are fighting for the car. The other time they are fighting for being king. The other time someone's child stole the other child. And that's what you've been watching for the past 2 years. And now your IQ has dropped. The second decision that I took was the decision to persevere. The decision never to give up. So I'm a chemical engineer by profession, even though I don't work in chemical engineering anymore. So when I finished, remember I told you about my situation at high school, so you can imagine that my matric results were very good. It's just obvious. Because I didn't just do it instead of 6, I continued throughout my entire high school career. So by the time I finished at Maria, I was those kids who were interviewed on TV, like who got too many distinctions, it was me. I remember, it's just that, at that time, my parents were not ready that I was going to be on TV. So I appeared on TV with a suede snort bike. That thing still haunts me. That my first appearance on TV was with a suede bottle green snort bike. I wished I had dressed better, So by the time I finished my high school, I had 5 distinctions and 1 B. And the B was in Afrikaans. Guys, it was in 1994. There was no way I was going to get an A in the oppressors language. It was unacceptable. So I got a B in Afrikaans. So I arrived at Wits. At the time, when I was applying, because I knew that my parents could never afford the tuition fees for Wits. So I applied for bursaries. I applied for 50 bursaries and received 49 regrets. Actually, I received 48 regrets. One of the companies, Rainwater Board, invited me for an interview, but after they saw me for the interview, they said I was too young because I was 16. I would have been 16 when I arrived at Wits. And they said I'm too young, I won't be able to handle the pressure at varsity, so they didn't give me the bursary. Eskom said no to me, they refused to give me a bursary, and then later on, they came to our school and gave us forms again. I applied for the second time. So even though they refused me the first time, the second time they gave me a bursary. So by the time I arrived at Wits, imagine me, I know myself, I'm a hard worker. If I want something in life, I work for it. I don't know, I can study at night. When I was in Maria, we used to study very torch, like with your torch at night when they switched off the lights, under the blanket studying. So I knew myself as a hard worker. I knew that even engineering was going to be a walk in the park. Then I arrived at Wits, I do my first year, it was a bridging year at the time. I struggled a little bit with drawing, but I passed. Then I do my first year. You know what? All of a sudden, I'm getting like your 60s. Me, Mantsha, that bright one, getting 60s. You know what? After second year, the story after that was just a totally different issue. I mean, I'm failing this thing like it's coming out of fashion. All these things that I told myself, you can out-study everyone, you can out-prepare everyone. When I listen to the lecturers, it's as if they are speaking Greek. When I try to write the tutorial, point when I was doing chemistry 3 in my 3rd year, I did chemistry 3 the first time and I failed it. I did chemistry 3 the second time, I failed it again. You know, guys, I come from a Christian family. We don't believe in witchcraft until I failed chemistry 3 for the 3rd time. I knew there had to be some kind of witchcraft involved. Really, there's no way. But you know, to cut a long story short, at school they then decided that, you know what, it's fine, chemical engineers don't need chemistry 3. So up to today, later I decided that when I'm about 63, I will go back to vet and do chemistry 3 just to prove a point that now I can pass it. So you know what? My academic career in high school was bright, it was happy, I was this bright kid. My academic career at vet was very painful, it was full of failure. My confidence was at its lowest, my self-esteem was at its lowest. I mean, when you are in class with some people who look so stupid and they pass and you fail. So which means that no matter how stupid they look, they're still doing better than you. So it's just that we don't see ourselves. So that must say something about the kind of stupid that I am, if even that one and that one and that one passed and I didn't. So finally I finished. I mean, when I arrived at VETS, like I said, I was 16 years old. When I left VETS, I was 25 years old. When I arrived at VETS, a woman was pregnant. When I left, her child was 9 years old. When I arrived at VETS, that child was not existent, and by the time I left, that child was in standard 2 grade. What is standard 2 grade 4? So I finished my chemical engineering degree. I became a chemical engineer. And the things that I struggled with the most as a chemical engineer, as a young chemical engineer, running projects, having other engineers and other much senior and much older people reporting to me, I always felt like an imposter. I always felt like, you know what, to be honest, I didn't really get my engineering degree properly. I always felt like somebody's going to find out that I'm not as good as they think I am. I walked around with this thing that, you know what, I'm a fraud. And one day someone is going to find out that I'm not as good an engineer as they think I am. And they're going to call me out and say, "Sit, Bambi, leave the project, you can't run the project anymore." And you know, I had to work through those feelings and reaffirm and reassure myself, Mantsha, you can do this. Mantsha, you've got this. Mantsha, you... And one of the things that I then later on realized is a lot of women carry this burden with them, where we think we are not good enough, where even after they've promoted you, you're walking around with this Van Zambi, the type of feeling, where even when you are managing people, you always say, I hope that they can't see that I really don't know what I'm doing. I realized that most of us as women, we struggle with this imposter syndrome. And then I read an article once that said, when a man sees a job spec, an advert for a job, that man will look at the job spec, and if the man qualifies for 20% of the skills, the man will apply for the job. When women look at a job spec and they qualify for 80% of the job spec, which means they don't have 20% of what the job spec is looking for, the woman will not apply because she will say she doesn't qualify. Do you notice that most times we get led by men who are not as qualified as we are? Yes. They may not be as qualified as we are, but how are you going to win a job that you never applied for? Yes. So men, they are out there taking chances. When a person knows that they don't qualify for something, they are applying. My own father, when he hears that the CEO of ESCOM is resigning or has been fired, calls me as soon as he hears the headlines. Mantsha, the CEO of ESCOM has resigned. You must send your application. I will take a picture of the advert on the newspaper and send it to you. I mean, I remember even when Shawudi was fired, my father called me, Mantsha, Shawudi did that job without a certificate. You are qualified. When there are vacancies for board members, my father, I kid you not, guys, I can open my email. My father, when he sees it, because he is a man, and what he sees there is the 20% that I qualify for. But what do I do as a woman? I'm quick to see the 80%, the 20% that I don't have, and then I disqualify myself. Most of the oppression that we go through as women is self-inflicted. How many of us were told by a man recently that your skirt was too short? But another woman will tell you. How many of us, were with brothers and the guy was saying, yeah, hey, you know that one, the way that she dresses, I think she's trying to seduce us, the men. It will always be us as sisters saying it about each other. So a bulk of the oppression that we are fighting against as women is not external oppression, it's internal, where we ourselves are oppressing our own selves. chemical engineer. I did try to leave chemical engineering, but it was the salaries that I got before getting my degree that said to me, I'm not going to get the quality of life that I want. I may as well go back to vets and finish my degree. So it's very important for us as women to understand some of the things that we need to do that we are not necessarily passionate about. So all of us, when we woke up in the morning, I can just see all of you, we brushed our teeth. But you never said, oh, I'm so passionate about toothpaste. Your toothpaste, you're going to get your brush every con. You do it because it must be done. So even in our lives, there are things that must be done, and we must not be afraid to do those things. The last decision that I took is the decision to fly. The decision to be the best version of myself. So when I try to observe my life, you know, when you are in high school or in primary school, a bulk of the education system that I was part of, you just had to remember what they taught you and repeat it in the test. That is why it was easy for me to get those A's, etc. But now when you are doing chemical engineering, you can't just repeat what the lecturer taught you. You must understand the principle so that you can go back and apply it. That's how tertiary education is different from our primary and secondary education. And I realized that, you know what, because of lack of knowledge, I was pursuing a career I was not passionate about. So after finishing my chemical engineering degree, I worked for some time in engineering. I then left and I did management consulting. I worked a bit in government doing infrastructure and public-private partnerships. And then I went back to consulting again. And then ultimately I got to the point where I'm at now, where I run my own firm. But a bulk of what I do is this. So I speak for a living. I spend my days speaking to people. And there's something that I learned about taking a decision to speak versus taking a decision to continue to pursue engineering. That when it comes to speaking, I have an opportunity to excel as a speaker. Whereas in engineering, I can have an opportunity to get 50%, but I will never really excel as a chemical engineer. But what I did not do is throw away my chemical engineering degree. I still continue to use it, and it is the same degree that assists and helps me in my speaking career. So, in closing, I just want to leave these two parting shots with you. Number one, you know, now, I almost said Bazalwani, but you ladies have been preaching the whole day. I thought I was in church, eh? I was just about to say hallelujah, where's the heart of God? Bring me to church. So I won't say Bazalwani now, but let me say Bazalwani just means brethren. Even if you don't go to church, you are a Bazalwani. So, I don't know if you've ever been on a date. Some of you look like you've never been. It's fine, God will remember. But for those of us who have been on a date, myself included. So when we watch these movies, these American movies, and now even these South African movies, every time when people go on a date, they open their doors. I have not been to a lot of dates, but I don't remember anyone opening the door for me. I can't understand what did they not get that memo that when you are on a date with someone, they must open the door for you or what? So people are generally not opening the doors for me. I'm used to opening doors for myself. So, but I grew up in a village in Gxowa called Mukomin, Madie. And my grandfather used to have a van. And what would happen is that all of us children, we would climb at the back of the van. It had a canopy. So when you are getting into the van, you would open the van for yourself. Okay, for some people have never seen vans, so let me try and paint a picture. So there's the bottom part here, then there's the top part which you lift like this. If you don't want to open the bottom part, you can leave the bottom part as it is. You can lift the top part. If the hinges are weak, that top part will come back. So you must hold it out. So as you are holding up the top part, you must, I don't know this word in English, you must tailor the bottom part. You must tailor the bottom part and you must get into the van. So I come from an era where you can't say there's no one to hold the door for me. Where even if it was not conducive, you make a plan, a gourmet plan, but a woman makes an even better plan. You know, you make a plan, you make sure that you get into that car. But now the Western world is trying to socialize us into thinking some people are going to come and open doors for us. And here we are as women, in a time where opportunities for women have never been better. And you are sitting saying, oh, I So you are sitting there, the car is unlocked, but because you are so used to someone else giving you permission, saying you can go in, you don't even have the sense to say, let me check if this door is open. If this door is not open, let me find out where the key is so that I can come and open it for myself. So we must be careful not to become, in an effort to be queens. You know that thing how people are queening? People are queening, but they don't have palaces. You can't, someone has to wash their dishes. Someone has to, also this word I also don't know it in English. Someone has to feel up hot. You can't be queening, they're in the dust. You are cleaning your yard. Someone has to do it. So the challenge that we have with this generation is that we have women who want to be queens, but no one wants to work. And there's no way that you will have a palace when you are refusing to work. There's no one who's going to come and rescue you and open the door for you. If it means you must make a plan, if it means you must, when you're wearing a dress, you take it and you pull it and you put it somewhere, I don't want to mention, and then you put it somewhere so that you are able to be free to do what you need to do. So the three things. Number one, decide to excel. Don't wait for someone else to come and give you permission to excel. You choose, you decide to excel. Number two, don't give up. I don't know if you've ever watched that Leonchester movie, there's a Zulu on my stoop. They tried to kill this die-hard guy. They tried to kill him, they do everything. At some point, an elephant sits on top of his head. They bombed him, they had done all sorts of things. I kid you not, that guy came out from under the butt of the elephant and he said, "They do not commit So, with you, your boss refuses to sign your papers to go and study twice, and already you say, I'm full. You must apply until you say, Zaydo, I've applied 26 times, and I'm going to apply for the 27th time. They don't know me, I will send another memo next week. So our challenge is we are so quick to give up. I don't know if you've ever been to a house and then the door was refusing to open. Then when you get there, you're like, hey, it's not open. Then you say, this house doesn't want me. Very bad, I'm a lawyer. They don't want me to go into the house. I don't know what I'm going to do. No, if you are carrying things, you'll put them down. You will hold that door. Or you will even put your knee against the door. If it's refusing, you will call what's the next door, come and help me with the door. But then why do we give up so easily on our dreams? Why are we so quick to walk away? Why are we so quick to say other people won't let us be great? Lastly, find that one thing. That one thing that you can shine on. That one thing that will allow you to fly. So we may be here, we are caregivers, we are nurses, and for some of us it's a calling. I praise God for you. But for most of us, it's the job that was available for someone like you. But you are not going to do it like I wanted to be a CEO, but no one was hiring. That's why I'm here taking care of these old people who are in Saranjani. You don't have to be like that. So while you are there, doing what you need to do to get the bills done, to take the children to school, find your passion and invest yourself in your passion as well. You can do both. You don't have to choose. Some of us, our passions don't pay the bills. Okay, you want to be a hip-hop artist, but no one will listen to your music. Only your children will listen because you give them pocket money. But no one else will listen. But because it is your passion, you can pursue it while you still continue to do the job that puts the food on your table. Ladies and gentlemen,